Hello, and thank you for joining me on this beautiful sunny day in Nashville. We have a home that's in Nashville city limits, not far from downtown, and I bet you want to tour it. It is in the $600,000 bracket, and honestly, guys, this is a home that I would expect to see on the inside with the square footage, the fixtures, the features that it has in this home. I expected it would be closer to $1 million, but it's a really good bang for your buck. The section of Nashville where we are right now, it is just 7 miles southeast of downtown. It's probably about a 20-minute drive when you're driving it. And we are just a stone's throw north of Nolensville, the city of Nolensville, which is part Davidson County, part Williamson County. You can hear we have a plane going overhead, but we're actually not close to the airport. So the plane is obviously on some sort of a flight path, but it's not common to hear planes in this part of town anyway. And it is a beautiful, gorgeous day to be out, to be flying for those hobby aircraft lovers. This is a beautiful day to be out and doing things like that. We do have small airports in and around this area, as well as our Nashville International Airport, B&A, as many people know and refer to it. But I bet you want to go inside now and check out this home. Such a interesting home because it's got a basement, it's got 2 above grade levels, and then we've got just a lot of details, vaulted ceilings, a lot of height inside. When you go to see how all the bedrooms, everything are laid out, the floor plan is pretty cool as well. So let's see what the $600,000 bracket can get you in Nashville, Tennessee. So having a basement isn't the only thing that makes this home really stand out. It has a lot of extra touches, upgrades, fixtures. So let's come on in and tour this home and just kind of see what we find in here. And the first thing that we do find is this tall entry foyer. I love how when you walk in, it just spans the whole 2 stories here. This is probably about a 20-foot ceiling, and it really gives it a grand entrance whenever you walk in the door. A lot of homes around here in this price range, the 600,000 bracket, don't have these sort of features. This feels more like it would be almost $1 million home. So I really like to show you some of the things that you can find and buy for your money around here in Greater Nashville. Formal dining room. This is huge. I love that they have a big table in here because it kind of gives you some spatial awareness, shows you what you can fit in here. Because a lot of dining rooms, if you have homes with dining rooms, right now they're being used as offices in the smaller homes, and they're really not a whole lot bigger than what you see as far as being able to fit a large table if you wanted to still use it as a functional formal dining room. This flows pretty seamlessly into the kitchen, and this kitchen area, you've got quartz countertops, the black and white accents throughout. It's really a neat and clean kind of look. A lot of homes around here have a lot of the white cabinetry, a lot of the white countertops, stainless steel appliances. This is pretty standard for a home in this price point, having the 5-burner cooktop that you've got there and the oven. You've got a lot of really nice drawers. These are not soft close, but that's not typical in this particular price point in this area of Nashville. But what is not typical that you see here is just walls and walls of tall windows, floor to ceiling almost. You've got the transoms up above the windows. And that is something too that you see in a lot of upgraded luxury homes. I love this living area that you have with this great room, gas fireplace. But then over here, you can kind of see the sunroom. And let's walk over and see what's beyond the sunroom here. So again, wall to wall, floor to ceiling windows, very nice features, screens in them. And then let's see, we can open this door and then it goes out onto the back deck with grills. A lot of your outdoor living space begins here. So really cool extra living spaces as we kind of wander through this house and just check out all the things that you can see here, what would be included for a home in the $600,000 price point in Greater Nashville. Huge, great room here. Look at how big this couch is. It's wide, it's long, gives you a really good sense of space here, what you could fit in it. I really love it when we have homes that are staged around here because it really does give you an idea. Without this couch, you wouldn't know this space is so big. So that's kind of cool to be able to just see how this furniture fits in here and that pretty much anything any other buyer would want to bring would fit in here. We've got door number 1. It's a basement, basement access, and we'll go down there in a minute. First, this looks like it's probably garage access. Yeah, big garage. And then you've got the landing zone, the drop zone here, and then a huge primary bedroom. And I bet this is the walk-in closet for that. Let's see. Let's look in here. Okay, awesome, awesome blossom. So that's expected. That's pretty standard in Greater Nashville. You would have a primary bedroom with a walk-in closet, ensuite, as well as the bathroom. We've got definitely suite style primary bath in here. Okay, you've got standalone tub, double vanity, shower, and then the potty just around the corner, so it's not in eye view whenever you walk in the bathroom. That's not the first thing you see. So there's some natural light in here, but also privacy. That's pretty awesome. Like to see that. And then this is pretty much the main level. What do you say? Should we go upstairs or the basement? Let's do upstairs first. So we'll go around the corner here, back to the entry hallway where we started, and then go upstairs. You can see little baby gates here. This is very much of a family-centered community. You have a lot of families here. This particular home is a 5-bedroom home, and you're going to see 3 bedrooms up here, but it looks like that bedroom back there is used as a bonus room. We'll go there in a minute, but let's check out. We've got a full bath right here, which would be pretty appropriate for the people using these 3 bedrooms upstairs. Oh, you've got a sweet nursery here. Again, lots of light, large windows, and a walk-in closet. And look at that, so much space here in this room. And then we go across the hallway. It's all open up here, so it's really not a huge space up here because you've got the vaulted ceilings downstairs, but they've made really good use of spaces. Still feels open, still feels not claustrophobic, still having a lot of things in a relatively not huge footprint. This is going to be bedroom 3. They've got maybe some space on that wall, the other wall for a bed, but the bed right here so that you're not blocking the huge closet, which totally makes sense. Got a nice TV in here. This is really a decent size room. You can tell they have a full bed in here, so you could fit that, but honestly, this would be a huge kids room if the full bed weren't taking up the space. And so that also helps you see what you can get for the space in here. Going across the hall now to the 4th bedroom / bonus room. This room is huge. I can totally see why they're using this as a bonus room. You've got all the vaulted ceilings. You've got a lot of square footage in here. This room is probably 20 by 20. And so it makes a really good functional bonus room, but you also have closets over here. So it would make it a really useful bedroom as well. And so all the flooring is pretty relatively new, you can tell. Very clean flooring, very comfortable family home, very comfortable home for pretty much anybody. But you could fit a lot of people, a lot of different functions into this home. And speaking of, we're gonna go downstairs now so that you can see a lot of the functionality that is added to this home that you're probably not going to find in a lot of other homes around here just because of the nature of having a basement. So here we go. The basement. Already, this is shaping up to be a very functional basement. They've got the tile flooring that looks like wood, but this really feels like a dry basement. It doesn't smell funky, it doesn't feel funky, but you've got tile in here, which is really good in a basement regardless of how dry it is, because there could always be accidents in a home. You've got a lot of the home systems down in the basement. And so this honestly just is a safe way to play it, and it stays clean really, really easily. So they've got a huge space here for veg. You've got the couch. It looks like a cloud sofa, which is pretty awesome. So comfy, cozy to hang out on. This is also sort of the party space. And this home has been plumbed to also have a kitchenette down here, possible Airbnb potential, a lot of potential for basement space, even teen suites for the most part, or an in-law suite, though sometimes with in-law suites, you run into the stairs issue in a basement. They've got a full bath down here, which is really cute. But check this out. This is really cool. This is probably one of the largest laundry rooms I have seen in almost any house that's priced under $2 million. And that is really something to take note of around here, just because you want this space, but then also check out this cubby. So I think this cubby is worth mentioning because this might be the safest place in the home if there's a storm, if there's a storm warning, if there's any sort of a severe weather threat. I think my family and I would probably huddle up right here, close these doors, and be safe as we ride it out. And then back here is an additional bedroom. This is bedroom number 5 for this home. So it could be the teen suite we've been expecting, the in-law suite space, potential Airbnb space. Huge room here, a lot of functionality. You've got a closet, you've got a window, and so it's really very, very useful to have a space like this. It'd be a good guest space, anything like that. So let's go around the corner now and take a look outside. Nashville is in spring right now, and it's very lush and green right now. And you walk out here to this downstairs patio, and you can hear the birds chirping. It's very picturesque. This backyard is so incredibly private. You have fencing all around it, so it's really, very secluded as far as being able to separate boundaries with neighbors, help make sure that you have boundaries with pets or children or anything like that. And you really aren't looking into any other neighbor's windows, which is a huge advantage to be able to have here in Middle Tennessee. All of this in the $600,000 bracket, which when you think about it and you compare all the areas we've looked at so far, a lot of the median home prices in different areas can be as high as $1.2 million. So to get something half the price of that and so much square footage in a home, it's really worth exploring all these different areas to see where you might feel most comfortable. I'm Erika Kurre. I appreciate you for joining me in this episode of Living in Nashville. Let me know if you have any questions about this home, any other home or area in the greater Nashville area. I'd love it if you could like, share, comment on this video. Make sure people see this video that might be looking for a home here as well. And I'd love to help anybody looking for a home here in greater Nashville.